Well, you know, there have only ever been 5 Mosconi Cups where a team has been behind after day 2 and turned it around to win. The USA haven't performed that feat for 27 years. So it really does matter for American hopes that the captain and the world champion can team up to get this point for the home side. But you might have heard there's been some chill weather and plenty of snow in the eastern part of the United States over the last couple of days. Right here, we've got some frost. Scott, it's great to have you back alongside me, buddy.
Michael,
how are you enjoying it?
Thank you very much for having me. Yeah, this will be interesting. You touched on Skyler Woodward, touching on him. What a captain he's been, to be honest. He's really led the way, and what he did last night was such a massive point. So I think he's still got more in him. He's got to get this guy here at the table a little more comfortable.
Yeah, it's not been a great Mosconi by any means so far for Fedor Gorst, totally in contrast to the 2024 season he's had. But here we go, the last match of the day. A bit of excitement there as the 9 threatened.
Yeah, can they see the 2? This has kind of been the story for them, or at least that's how they feel when I'm talking to Team USA. They feel like they're just not getting the looks after the break. They're breaking good, but they're not quite getting the looks.
Straight on it. Yeah, because the 4 ball goes past. Yeah.
Clearly, he can make this ball. And he's going to the corner down here in the lower right. This is just all about cinching the 3, the 4, nearest the 9. It is a little off the rail. Sometimes that makes the shot even more difficult. Oh, look at this roll, Michael. Does the 9 go?
This could set up very nice. Yeah, so the 3 goes in, and just on the way, it flicks the 4, and that could have set things up very sweet for the 4-9 and the quick finish.
What do you want to do? You want to just play the cue ball here?
Yeah, I think they're concerned the 9 is going high.
Where the 4 ball?
As you see.
Where the 4 ball here?
No, what about playing the cue ball or putting the 4 off the 9?
Yeah, it looks different from that angle.
Yeah, perfect. Let's do that. Perfect.
You know, if those balls were frozen, they could throw that ball down, but there's too much space between them. Gonna try to glue him to the 6.
Yeah, 15 seconds, Kaçi. Yeah. They got the extension. Extension, yeah. Extension cool.
I've been sitting up here in the commentary position for the last couple of days, Scott, but you've been right down there on the floor in the middle of it all. Try to put into words what this atmosphere's been like.
Man, the tension is real for me anyway, but I've never, and I was in London last year, I've never seen an atmosphere like this one. This one has just really grown in the States. I'll tell you what, he had a really tall order to get over that green 6. He got half the job done. Couldn't ask for a lot more than that. Such a big ball to jump. Look at the air on the cue ball.
20 seconds.
Going to the top right here, or is he going to play safe? Nicely done.
Got to mention as well, there's a little subplot going on here, because if USA win this match, they'll have won the session by 3 matches to 2. They've lost all of the last 8 sessions in Mosconi Cup play over the last few years. So even that will be a little boost to them to actually come out on the right side of a session for a change.
Yeah, it's well pointed out. The 8, really tricky on the 9. Gorst looking at it now. Does it play to the top left corner? Yeah, the fans here are literally a little tight tension. You can cut it with a knife.
Yeah, everyone's feeling it. It feels like a massive point. They all feel massive, just for different reasons, different narratives at different stages of the tournament.
Yeah, agreed, Michael. He's going to come short side of the 8 down here to the bottom side. 2 rails. Looks like to settle just a bit. Yeah, that's going to make this a lot more difficult. Now he's going to have to travel with the cue ball. Yeah, he's going to have to come with one big shot here. Traveling with the cue ball to the right long rail. He's going to have to hit this with speed, makes the ball more missable. Well, that's what Fedor Gorst does under the steam. And that's what the captain does.
One of the better moments for Gorst so far in this Mosconi. The skipper finishes the job. Woodward and Gorst take the first rank in a match they've got to win to avoid trailing overnight. Tell me, Scott, about the spirit in the American camp, because to me it looks really, really good in terms of the bond and the camaraderie between these players.
Yeah, I don't think there could have been a better pick as far as a player captain than Skyler Woodward. He's got that perfect mix, right? He's a laid-back guy. He's an honest guy. The players love him. I just don't think it could be a better pick. But not only that, typically when you're a player captain, it's difficult to do everything and play well. He's played great so far these last 2 days. He's really easing Fedor Gorst as well.
Just looking at Skyler Woodward there, Scott, it's hard to believe when you consider what a big part of the American Mosconi Cup effort he's become. His first few Mosconis, he struggled. It took him until his 4th appearance in 2018 to settle in, then back-to-back MVP. He's the only US player ever to be MVP and pop the winning 9-ball in the same Mosconi Cup. That happened the last time they won 5 years ago. Corey Jewell, all the way back in 2006, did pop the 9-ball that kept the cup for America. But that was only to tie and retain back in the days when you could have a tie. He was MVP that year as well. So it is a unique double for Woodward to actually pop the winning 9 and be MVP. And here he is now as captain for the first time. Sure, quite pleased with how things are going. Just for the Americans to still be in with a chance as we approach the midway point in this Mosconi Cup. That's a big deal for them after their experiences in recent times. So many defeats, quite a few of them very heavy. We all thought in London last year, oh, it's going to be closer, it's going to be more competitive. It didn't turn out that way at all. It's the way it's going this year. Alcaide to break, rack 2.
There it is again. They continue to get the shots. He hit those balls very clean. Really good look at the 2, and it leads directly to the 3. I don't see a lot of trouble out of the gate here, Michael. Yeah, the 3 just lays up nicely to the pink 4. Really, where is the trouble for Europe here? Wow, did he overhit this ball? Thought he was going to the side. Yeah, he overhit this ball. It's been a sign about, Kaçi this week. He's struggled a little bit in Manila as well, Michael.
Oh yeah, it was a dreadful week in Manila at the Reyes Cup. He was actually the only European player who didn't win a single point outside of the team matches, and the signs had been there because he'd struggled in Hanoi the week before.
No, this is clean. But very steep on the pink here. The purple 5 is next.
Yes, Kaçi.
So he's going to have to come up and down and miss the traffic.
Confident, friend. Let's go. You are the fucking boss.
Boy, the tension is high.
You think he's playing it? Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
He's He's avoided the traffic, and this is going to lengthen out and be really good. Great shot by Kaçi.
Yeah, really good effort that. There was a lot that could have gone wrong there. Alcaide's such a good record in singles and doubles. He's played 14 Mosconi Cup doubles matches. He's only lost 4 of them. Record in singles is even better. Talked about Corey Jewell back in 2006. That was against Alcaide. But it's the only time Alcaide has ever lost a Mosconi Cup singles out of 7 appearances. I say appearances, I refer obviously to 7 singles matches.
Yeah, this is going to finish perfect. Just perfect. He can stop there if he'd like.
So high quality stuff. To start this doubles match right at the end of day 2. And they're level at 1 rack apiece. Alcaide and Kaçi have played together as a Mosconi Cup pair before, 3 years ago. And that was also the last match of day 2. They won that one. It was against Chris Reinhold and Jeremy Jones, coming through in a hill-hill finish. They played together again, this pair, in the Reyes Cup recently, but they lost that one to Aloysius Yap and Jean-Paul Wang, who were really the 2 big stars of the Asian team that week.
I'll tell you what, Michael, I haven't been in here with you the last 2 days, been on the floor. It's so loud, we can barely hear each other, which is a good thing, I think. That's a great thing. But it's loud.
Yeah, well, you talked about Alexandra Palace last year, and of course that's established itself as the home of the Mosconi Cup from the European point of view. But this is a whole other level. It's more people for a start, they're more passionate, and a lot of these people are from Florida because the game is absolutely massive here. There's a huge community here, and most of those who are interested in the game in the state of Florida play it as well, so they're knowledgeable, and it means so much to them to have the Mosconi Cup in their home state for the first time. And this is only day 2. It's a very real prospect that the USA might win this Mosconi Cup after losing all of the last 4. And it really is even hard to conceive of what it might be like in here on Tuesday, if that possibility gets very close to being realised. Here's the man who's captaining the team this year for the first time. And now he's going to break in rack 3.
Thank you, rack 3. Team USA to break.
Something they've been really working on in the practice room is the break. They're trying to avoid the 9 with the cue ball. You see that? Okay, he got a kick there, but he missed it underneath and was trying to miss it above, just got a bad kick. And this is kind of what I'm talking about a lot of times. They're looking at something awkward. And I think it says a lot about Team USA to be this far into the cup and this close with some of the looks they've had after the break. Of course, I'm a little biased, but I'm trying to call it as I see it.
Yeah, and I think that's a fair comment. And we always say over the days, over the course of a Mosconi, these things will even out a bit. And when the USA's turn comes, which they hope it will, they do have a bit more fortune in terms of opportunities off the break. They're well placed to capitalise on it.
That needs to carry, Michael. That's not going to get it.
Touch harder. Huh?
What do you want here?
Touch harder.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had a lot of room to get behind the 8, 6, and 4. Now they are looking to use the 6 and 4, coming off the purple 5.
Just bang the cue ball here, bang the ball
And they're going into the... They're going into the pink here, I believe. He went straight into it. Tyler Steyer did something similar in the last doubles match. think it has a lot to do with when you're really spinning the ball on the fresh cloth. Sometimes it doesn't turn as much as you think it's going to.
You're trying to just kill the cue ball. You get the 2 down or no?
Extension code.
I'm saying no because if you place on the table, you can control the cue ball behind the 4, right?
Okay.
Something else Woodward's done real good with is the communication.
That works too.
This European pair, Alcaide and Kaçi, have both already played doubles in this Mosconi Cup. Separately, of course, Alcaide with Jason Shaw and Kaçi with Francisco Sanchez-Ruiz, and both were victorious. Those matches both played yesterday.
A lot going on there. I believe they might have a look. It's tough.
You're open.
Alcaide down for a look, Gorst down for a look. We may be able to tell a bit better ourselves from the overhead angle when the balls come to rest. Yeah, he was able to get through now. How's this going to finish?
Yeah, the 3 must have a full pocket. Anywhere on the left side of the table with the cue ball after getting the 3 down should be fine.
So I mentioned earlier that Alcaide and Kaçi have played once before as a Mosconi Cup doubles pairing, and they won. And it's the same for Gorst and Woodward. Their only previous Mosconi doubles match together was last year. They beat Francisco Sanchez-Ruiz and Jason Shaw. One of only 3 points the Americans claimed at Alexandra Palace this time last year.
Got 2 real angle, right? Huh? Going out here, right?
Yeah.
I tell you what, I'm just looking at Fedor's demeanor, his delivery into the cue ball out there with Woodward.
Okay.
And it looks a lot better
Don't move.
No,
than when he was by himself just a little while ago. Just more credit to Woodward and pumping his players up.
Yeah, and these 2 very good pals, you always see them knocking around together at events and out for dinner. That's got to help Gorst as well, to be playing alongside someone he gets along so well with throughout the year.
Yeah, I think he comes to the 2-rail line above the 8 here. Like so, he does not want to catch any of the 8. I think the angle is good enough to get up 1 rail.
Whatever you prefer. Be up here.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, he's kind of in between it, Michael. Going 1 rail or 2, and I think he's going to come 2, as you heard him. And he's hit it great.
And all looks fairly straightforward from here.
Michael, I'll let you do the talking because I won't be able to hear you.
Let's hear the crowd for a moment first. Starting to get a little subdued after the way that last match went. Coming towards the end of the day, but they're heading back towards full voice now. And it's the US pair leading this doubles by 2 racks to 1.
This is meant to be, like it's my destiny. You better believe me, make it look easy, like it was made for me. I was made for this, build it brick by brick, taking all the risks, I'm throwing back in the fire. If you want to make it, then you can take it, but you better get in the zone.
The Americans are having a great time. They're enjoying the fact that Mosconi is more competitive this year. They're looking to draw level at the end of day 2, and they're leading this doubles match. Skyler Woodward exchanging what I think we might describe as low fives with his teammates.
Yeah, and there you get a look. SVB in the mix, and he just took a loss at 5 games to 1, but his positive attitude really sends a message to the team, in my opinion.
And that's something I know all you Americans were very aware of. Shane Van Bonen and past Mosconis, when things haven't all been going Americans' way, the head does drop, doesn't it? And then that translates to the rest of the team because they look to him for leadership because of who he is and what he's accomplished in the game. But it's noticeable this time. He's much more upbeat.
Yeah, all the players look up to him, and if he gets down, then they start to get down.
Well, the Americans are up in this doubles, leading by 2-1. As we've been saying, no US team has trailed after day 2 and turned it around to win for 27 years. And if they can win this doubles, they will not be trailing after day 2. So, one of the best breakers in the business gets us going in rack 4. It's Eklent Kaçi.
Yeah, he really does hit the balls with power and accuracy. This finish isn't exactly what he's looking for, though. If they can see the whole ball, boy, still no fun. Big kiss from the purple 5, sending the cue ball up table and then back down.
David Alcaide hoping for more success. He's had some recently. 3 weeks ago today, he won the Morocco Open, beating Niels Fine in the final. His 3rd ranking title in the space of about a year and a half.
Yeah, and they're pushing out down here to the lower left. I would typically say that I think USA's favored in that department. I don't know if I take this. Very tricky. He could go towards the green 6 and use the pink with the blue 2.
You like it?
Touchy, is it not? If you like it, shoot it. I'm not in love with it. I'm not shooting it. Either way, Fedor, the way you got to look at, we're getting back to the table. We might get hooked, but
We're there to get a jump. Right?
I mean, would you shoot it?
No, let's go.
Yeah.
Team Europe, please play again.
Yeah, and there you have it, right? This is really tricky.
I wouldn't shoot it.
I think you've got to go the defensive play here.
The only thing you can do is play the 2 down below.
You can play 2 ball, like 2 rails back to
What if you hit it bad?
Yeah. Might hit the 9, might hit the 8.
Between the two pairs, this might be the most talked about 2-ball in history.
Well, we got to rub off the 6. That's why the 2's going to get a look. I don't know what the 8's going to do. Oh, and it does go. Does the 3 pass the 7? Woodward just said it does. Really, all the focus into knocking this down. You'll come 1, 2, possibly to the 3rd and 4th rail. Fedor, very good at this shot. Needs to carry. And this makes the 3 a little more difficult because the cue ball's going away from it.
That's what I'm asking.
Yeah, this all depends, Michael, if he has a full pocket or not.
If I shoot, I might leave you rough on the 4 also.
Stay close.
Hit it kind of fat, try to get up by the 9. Hit it kind of fat, try to get up by the 9.
I don't think you can avoid the 5s.
I can avoid the 5.
Okay.
1,000%.
Yeah, so that's what they're talking about.
I see. What, is that all you see?
Well, you can play thin and play behind the 8.
I don't like thin because then I got to shoot it into the 7.
Do it.
Yeah.
Do your shot.
They needed to be above the 3 or almost ball in hand-ish in order to play it. Going this direction, no good. So he's got to go to the defensive side.
Back home, of course, we're used to hearing football managers talk all the time about giving it 110%. Well, Skyler Woodward is a team leader himself now. He's going much bigger. He talked there about 1,000%.
20 seconds.
Yeah, does he go at the bank here to the lower left and use the 4's cover? Let's see what he's got in mind. Yeah, that's what he did. But he used the 4's cover, the 2-way play, and it was perfect if he got the 3 down. Yeah, he couldn't have hit it much better than that. Big kick coming up for Gorst.
Yeah, there was always a big danger of that with that shot.
Yeah, so tough to judge the thin side of the 3 there, and you heard Woodward say you've got to hit it dead center. It's really, like Michael said, easy to scratch from there.
It's one of those shots that can make a top player look silly to people who maybe haven't played the game or haven't played it much.
You just get the sense this match is probably going to go down to the wire.
We've already had our first hill of this year's Mosconi Cup. It was in today's other doubles match. One of those matches you feel you could write a novel about. There was so much happening.
Coffin's back.
Yeah, now they have choices. Does he go below the 7? Just headed towards the top rail so he can draw 1 rail down for the 8, or do you stay above the 7? It's all player preference. Yeah, he's going below it, so they'll draw 1 rail down.
You know, from a European perspective, the difference between losing and winning this rack is massive, because if the Americans go 3-1 in front, got the break in the next rack, suddenly they could be heading for the hill. Looking much more likely now that we'll be level again.
Yeah, the speed looks perfect here for Kaçi. And the energy between these two seem fairly good as well. Of course, Alcaide, a veteran.
Continues. Twice the American pair have gone a rack in front. Both times the Europeans have drawn the level immediately. And so it's 2-all. Kaçi not with a great doubles record in the Mosconi Cup. He's played 10 matches in doubles and only won 4 of them. He's been around the Mosconi scene a long time. He became the youngest ever Mosconi Cup player when he was still a teenager back in 2018. Played 4 in a row, but then missed out on the team in 2022. Didn't quite play well enough that year. Was certainly playing well enough in 2023, and had that terrible motor accident that ended his year. Billy Thorpe, well, what a moment he delivered earlier today with that golden break. Take himself and Tyler Steyer to the hill against Mickey Krause and Jason Shaw. That's really been the standout match of this Mosconi so far. The European pair were cruising. They were a couple of balls away from a 4-1 lead. Then Jason Shaw missed an 8, and everything changed from that point on. Krause and Shaw actually did really well to take rack 8 and bring it to a decider. Thorpe and Steyer came through. Levelled at 4-all. Since then, we've had that comfortable win for Francisco Sanchez-Ruiz over Shane Van Boening. Former world champion from Spain played so well to claim that point, and now the USA have got to win this one to avoid being behind at the halfway stage. Fedor Gorst really looking to get his Mosconi Cup kick started. He missed that bank at 2-1 down, playing with Shane Van Boening in the doubles last night. They ended up losing that. Then he lost his singles earlier today against Jason Shaw. Looking to start making something happen. It's 2-all here. Gorst breaks.
He's got the one down. He actually got a nice kick on the cue ball. This guy said, don't jack us up. Didn't want to be elevated over the 4, but the good news is he's got to look at the 3.
That's the best shot we're going to get.
It's the best shot we're going to get, he said.
I'm not.
Yeah, and it's not easy. He is straight elevated over the pink 4.
If you leave me thin, that's fine.
Typically, if you miss this ball, you're going to miss it thin to the left side of the pocket. Wow. You could not have hit that ball any better.
Always question marks when you have a new captain. How will they adjust to the role? He really seems to be absolutely loving the experience. He loves playing in the Mosconi so much, and he's made a lot of American history in it in recent years. I think he's really thriving on combining the roles and leading this team.
Wow, what a shot, bro. To get out like that. What a shot, Fedor.
Yeah, it's a sign of being pretty comfortable. That's a great sign for USA. Because they do need Gorst to perform this week.
And you were saying earlier that the USA are doing well to be in this position, considering that they have struggled to get the looks after making balls off the break. You can also say they're doing well to be in this position when their main man, Gorst, the best player in the world, hasn't really fired yet.
Yeah, and sometimes that just happens, right, Michael? It's just the way of the format, right? All the pressure starts to lie on who thinks the best player is. I couldn't imagine being in his position. Similar to SVB over the years. A little thinner than they wanted to be here. He should get it down, 2 rails out.
And now it looks to be a matter of joining the dots.
I'd rather be down there, but
I mean, then try to get as straight as you can.
Yeah, I don't think there's any trouble here.
Well, you might have to sit from here.
no, you can get whatever you think, bro. It's fine. If you
Yes.
have to, that's fine.
I think from here.
That's fine, yeah.
So Fedor's
fine.
worried about the side pocket. He's just going to keep Skyler long, just because it's a little thinner than he wanted. And I think it's the right decision. Skyler, a huge favorite to get this down. Played safe, Michael.
Yeah, he said to Gorst, whatever you think, if you can't trust the man who's had the sort of year Gorst has had, who can you trust? A brief moment of anxiety there, just like that 9 that wriggled into the same pocket for him last night. But the point is, the Americans are leading for the 3rd time in this doubles. They go a rack clear once again at 3-2. Skyler Woodward was born to be a Mosconi captain, Scott. You can see it.
Yeah, I hate comparing players. I almost want to compare him to Jason Shaw because they have a lot of similarities on the table. But he's a little more easygoing and he's just so lighthearted. He's perfect for the people. And he's honest, right? When he hits a ball a little bit bad, his emotions show that. And I think the people have to love that.
Yeah, and it's got to help him as well that two of his big buddies, Fedor Gorst and Billy Thorpe, are part of the team. Thorpe returning to us after 4 years, and as we were saying earlier, even that last one that he played in 4 years ago was the COVID Mosconi at the Rico in Coventry with no crowd there because of the circumstances we were all living in at that time. So the last time Thorpe was able to show what he can do in front of a Mosconi crowd was half a decade ago. Now he's back and he wants to make the most of the opportunity. And his great pal Skyler Woodward is really leading by example.
Yeah, and I think it's great to keep his teammates off the mindset of what would be if we didn't do too well this match. Coming into tomorrow down 2 points, well, that could be a devastating blow. So they've just got to keep their eye on the prize, one ball at a time, and stay positive.
Yeah, got to keep Europe within reach at all times, because we saw what happened last year. Once Europe got a bit of momentum going, they just never looked back. This man ended up potting the winning 9 ball, but his pair are 3-2 down here.
Yeah, another great look and even better layout. And this is a stellar spread.
Eklent Kaçi, 1 rack away from winning the World Championship in Saudi Arabia back in June. Only the 4th time that the World Final has gone the full distance. Beaten by Fedor Gorst.
Yeah, so you see there he's dead straight. Gonna go rail first. I mean, it can be missable. Now is he going straight at it? This is where the 5th man, or excuse me, the 6th man really shows up here in America. And this is perfect.
David Alcaide, who's played in more Mosconi Cups than anyone else in the tournament's history without ever being on the losing side. Made 5 appearances and never been on a losing team, although probably felt like he was on his debut in 2006 when they tied. And he had the chance to claim the winning point, but USA got that tie, and as I was saying earlier, retained the cup as a result, but he's never actually been on a losing team in a Mosconi.
Yeah, I just keep reveling at this layout. It's as good as it gets. I don't see problems. The 8 leads to the 9. It is missable. They just want to get a little angle on the 6. They don't want to get straight, that's for certain. Nothing fancy here.
Yeah, classic case of don't do anything silly and you'll be absolutely fine. Every rack so far has gone to the pair who had the break. And it looks big odds on now that that sequence will continue. You were saying a little earlier, Scott, you envisage this one going down to a very close finish. We're certainly poised for that if it goes 3-all.
Yeah, and I think for either team, this is just such a massive point at this stage in the game because you have to rest on it, right? They've got to think about what's happening overnight and how does that affect the guys on either side.
Let's go, Kaçi. Yes, Kaçi.
Yeah, clean strike there, the 8, center pocket.
And a simple 9 for Alcaide. So we're level for the third time in this doubles contest, the last match of day 2, and the one which is going to decide what the halfway situation is. It's 3-all. The finish is next.
Let's move, let me knock it up. Not gotta limit, no obstacle. Up in the middle, gotta heat it up. Got a taste for the game, now I eat it up. We crazy, this how we live it. Nobody told me nothing, don't make no mistakes.
If you want to make it, then you can take it, but you better get in the zone.
And if they can win this doubles, they'll go into day 3 level at 5 points all. And the doubles itself is level at the moment. Skyler Woodward and Fedor Gorst first back into the arena, level at 3-all with David Alcaide, who you see in the picture there, and Eklent Kaçi, who'll join him in a moment. There have been teams who've trailed after day 2 and turned it round to win, but it hasn't happened very often. Some sort of discussion going on there between Skyler Woodward, US captain for the first time, behind a respected referee Ben Taylor-Fuente. Anyway, whatever that was all about, 3 racks to go. Both sides need 2 of them for a vital point.
Yeah, got the one down clearly, but once again, looks like another scratchy game for USA. Nothing straightforward.
Just spin it. Huh? Spin it, play the cue ball behind.
They've been grinding.
Yeah. I can also cut it in, but I mean,
It's whatever you would shoot. I'm not mad at either one you shoot right here, I'll tell you that.
the 4 ball is not very good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong with just chipping the 2 and going up. See what Gorst has in mind. Yeah, keep it simple.
You see there, Europe ahead. A little distance on balls potted, but of course, this game of 9 ball, Scott, it's all about potting the balls at the right moments, potting the right ones, coming up with the big answers when the big questions are asked.
Yeah, you could say that again, there's no doubt. A lot of good things can happen here with contact. And this isn't the end of the world for Europe.
It's tough when you hit like that.
Can he catch enough of the 2?
Bring the cue ball here, right?
Yeah, hit it full.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
But I would stand it and go here.
So he's going to shoot the 2.
You wouldn't go here?
I wouldn't touch this rail. I would go here.
Okay.
Yeah, shooting the 2 into the 7, allowing the 7 to stop the 2 and sending the cue ball up table. Now, this is going to be perfect, I believe. Did it leak out, Michael?
Just worth pointing out, as I was saying, both sides need 2 more racks from the 3 that remain. Well, 2 of those 3 racks are breaking racks for the Americans, including this one. And every rack so far has been won by the breaking pair.
Oh, it's the thing, but I can't do that much here. I sell out there. Okay, you play. Keep.
Yeah, you can see a sliver of it. Talking about kicking behind it. More value. Could fluke the 9 somewhere. Kaçi great at coming behind the ball like this. Yeah, you always knew it was gonna get to moving.
You're here? Yep.
Yeah, he's got to go at the bank here, I believe.
Extension.
Extension pool.
The purple 5 doesn't help it for a big pocket, I don't think. You've just got to think about hitting this clean. Float the cue ball up. 6 does play in the side if they get to it. good speed. The cue ball needs to settle, though. Oh, boy.
We just bank the 3 up or shoot it? I can't shoot it.
Bank the 3 here.
I can't shoot
What I have noticed with that outside cue ball, Michael, it seems to travel a long ways
You got
on
18
this table.
seconds, so take your time.
Going to defense here.
Shot. Shot, Scott.
And from there, it's pretty good, but I don't think they're going to like what's coming next.
Yeah, there was no doubt in Woodward's mind. We could hear the conversation. As soon as he had a look at the shot, he knew straight away, I'm not shooting this.
I had too much of an angle, too. I didn't want to, like, kill the ball and miss the bank.
I think you're going to draw it, honestly.
Yeah.
But that's fine. Just make the ball.
Yeah, using the 9 here. Well, the right man is at the table
Long, short.
for the short cue. Can he pull a rabbit out of his hat? It's such an important time, Michael. And he wants it to carry. It really lengthens out when it catches that running English.
Could be worse. Could be worse.
Got it.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, a real look at the 3 here to the top left.
Could be worse. Oh, you got way up. You got way up in the air.
Should have jumped over the other one.
That cue ball's a little hot. He's going to have to go to the lower right corner. Alcaide.
When you're shooting at a ball which is over the pocket like that from distance, there's always that air of unpredictability over what the cue ball is going to do when it comes back out again. So approved again.
And this is the shot here, Michael. He gets this down. This game is almost guaranteed for Europe. Oh, a big roll for America there.
Bit of everything happening in that. Didn't make the ball he was intending. Did make another ball, but he scratched as well. And you said if he made that, the rack was almost guaranteed for Europe. Instead, that opportunity passes into American hands.
Yeah, could this be a moment or a turning point in this entire cup? If USA goes to win this match, they're going to sleep with such a positive mindset. Like you said earlier, they're going to win the day. Wow, what a big, big scratch that was.
So it seems the pattern is going to be maintained here. Every rack so far. It's been won by the pair that had the break. USA just have to complete the formalities, really, to lead for the 4th time.
And just pinch this back a couple feet. Can punch out. Perfect.
So a routine 9 to get to the hill in this last match of the day. Being all square going into day 3. Woodward and Gorst lead 4-3. Well, it's not quite been up there with the doubles we had earlier, but it's been pretty eventful this, and that rack certainly was. So much going on there. And that big moment, Katie missed the pot. Really under pressure with the crowd chanting. It was a difficult shot anyway. The whole rack seemed to hinge on it. Then did manage to make another ball, but the scratch handed the chance to the Americans. And I think we knew what was going to happen from there. Here it is, Scott.
Yeah, he comes off the top of the purple there. I don't know that he even really wanted to make contact with the purple. But what happened is he caught the 4 too thick. Excuse me, caught it too thin. That's why he caught the purple. I can almost assure you he didn't want to catch the 5.
And then that was the routine 9 that finished it off for Skyler Woodward, milking the crowd again. Well, he got such a big point last night. You think back to that, Europe had a chance to be 4-1 up. Kaçi was leading Woodward by 2 racks to 0 in that singles last night. Really, you have to think you were talking about what frame of mind teams go to bed in. Well, if they'd been 4-1 down at the end of the day, how could they not be thinking, here we go again, it's just the same old story, we've come here, we've prepared, we've had big expectation, and it looks like we're just going to go down the same road again. That was a huge point. Well, this one will be even bigger if Woodward and his pal Fedor Gorst could deliver it. Mosconi saw us there, that's the name we gave earlier to that creature you see. Kaçi to break. Europe have got to win these last 2 racks.
Look at this break. Wow. Is the 3 covered up? Well, they don't have anything aggressive. Unless they're cutting the 3 in. Oh, he's got such a nice break. Catches those balls so good with such good transition and power.
If I play push here, Kaçi.
Yeah, no, yeah, just spin it, try to make it. Try to overcut if you can.
And talking about cutting the 3 to the top left and playing it thin. It's really all he's got. The defensive play is, well, almost non-existent. Kind of a 2-way play here. A lot of pressure. Oh, he hit it good.
Nice shot.
He hit it real good.
He hasn't got the reward.
Is it USA's day? That is a miracle.
Yes, Kaçi, let's go.
Yeah, I think he's going to come around the table and chip the pink down to the bottom rail here. Try and split between the 8 and 7 and the 6. Just use the 6 and 7 as cover. A little tricky though. Got to avoid the 8. Oh, he's done well. This is going to lengthen out. The 6 is going to be a big ball. Is there a gap?
If you ain't jumping, you jump it. If not, I'll kick it.
And they are snookered. Great shot by Eklent Kaçi.
If you like to jump, you can jump. If not, we can kick. We haven't extended. We have 18.
I say jump is the way to go.
Okay, extension.
Extension.
Yep, then jump it. Jump it, bud. Do what you do, big boy. Come on.
Well, you heard Woodward. Do what you do, big boy.
Better take your time.
He is the best in the world with the jump cue.
And that's it, no matter what your view are and what your view is, and what your partner wants to do, is you leave the table to let him play it. You've got to know that you're right. You've got to let him know that you're right behind him. Out.
Yeah, that's not going to get it, Michael.
Yeah, you did. That's all right. 8's a little fun.
Did make the 8 a little tougher.
I don't think so.
He has been off the mark with the jump cue so far the last couple of days.
Definitely, it's not been the Fedor Gorst that we've seen throughout the year, and that's one of the key reasons why.
Okay, they're going into the 8 now. Want to catch it going in. That way the cue ball comes off the rail. If you catch the rail first, you could hold there on the rail. So you want to make sure you catch the 8 going in if you're going to go into it at all. He caught it thin on the rail side. Nicely done. Just staring down the barrel of a 4-4 match, Michael. I can barely stand it. Oh, goodness gracious. This is unpredictable and unbelievable.
Well, Jason Shaw might be having nightmares tonight about the 8-ball that he missed in the other doubles today. Even more so, perhaps, with this astonishing miss by such a wide margin on the 6. And all of a sudden, the Americans have a chance to win the match.
Well, he got down on that awful quick. That ball needed to carry. Oh, I felt like he rushed that.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, he had all of the bottom of the half of the table to get to the correct side. What do you got, Gorst? Oh, this needs a lovely rub. Boy, Michael. I'll tell you what. We weren't even done talking. Looked up and Woodward was already at the table shooting the 6. I feel like maybe took it a little for granted, or maybe the adrenaline just got him. Wow.
That's a good shot. That's a good shot, man.
For sure. 20 seconds. I wanted to bank it.
The drama is so real.
It's been a truly wonderful day of Mosconi Cup action. All sorts of matches, some amazing moments, and a few astonishing misses.
Oh, this is a clever play. How's it going to finish? Yeah, very clever play using the 9.
Rail first.
Will we look back at those 4 balls that Alcaide left USA?
10 seconds.
Well, for me, I hope not. I like this play too, Michael, because banking it to the left middle is tough. He's going to have to try and stick him behind this 9.
I don't blame you.
Yeah, separate.
I would have been too.
Okay, he's using the 9 with the 8 now. This is tricky.
This consecutive safety, can you lag the 8 on the rail, cue ball there?
I hate it.
Do whatever you want. 18 seconds. I think that's the right shot, but if you feel like banking.
You got it.
Well, this is very touchy. Looking to lag it. Use the 9. That's pretty darn good from where he was. What a game, Michael.
I know.
We had that wonderful doubles earlier today. This is starting to approach it in terms of drama and eventfulness. Maybe even ahead of it in terms of its significance in the overall Mosconi Cup context.
He's trying to butter him up on the 9 real good here. He didn't get there.
I don't think you can bank it, bro.
No?
Fedor says he's got to bank it.
You can either cut it or play it to the end rail. It's up to you, 15 seconds.
I tell you what, like you said earlier, if he feels like he can make it, let him go.
I didn't like shooting it.
I know, but I don't.
So David Alcaide returning to the table, in which he missed that astonishing 6 a few minutes ago. Can make up for that here.
Yeah, I think for
Setting his partner up
Or you can flag it to the middle.
with the 9 ball. That would take us the full distance in this doubles. Nicely done. That's composure, and you can see the relief in his reaction there. Miss he had into the corner pocket a few minutes ago isn't going to end up costing them anything. So for the 4th time, we're going to be level. And for the 2nd time today, we're going to a hill-hill finish in a Mosconi Cup doubles match. So much, Scott, resting on this one rack.
Yeah, great recovery by Alcaide. Missed the 6 by quite some distance, and then comes back with a good 8 there. USA let one slip away there that game. It happens. Maybe Sky got a little quick on the 6, maybe not. Just landed short on the 7. Things got funny from there. Can they recover? A big game coming up for both teams.
So this is the miss on the 6 we were talking about. He's so far away with it, Scott.
Yeah, there's really no excuse there. He two-railed it completely out of the pocket.
And there's 2 men in Carl Boys and Jason Shaw who have seen it all over the years, and even they are in absolute shock. First time I've ever seen Carl speechless.
Yeah, but there's the recovery on the 8. Great shot, especially after missing the 6 like he did. See the emotion there.
Yeah, and now it's the Americans who'll be looking back on that rack with some regret if they end up losing this match, because they did have the chance there to get the point, level the Mosconi Cup. But every single rack so far has gone to the pair who had the break. And if that can continue for one more rack, the Americans will get their point, and it's going to be Fedor Gorst, the man who's had such an amazing year, arguably the greatest year in the history of 9-ball, who's going to start us off. This is it then, the last rack of a wonderful Sunday here in Orlando, and so much hinges on it.
The cue ball. 2 rails in the left middle.
We was going to be straight in this time, finally.
And Europe, the first opportunity to take this match.
Yeah, and what a good opportunity it is. We know at this level, ball in hand so much more often than not results in winning the rack.
1-2 rails.
Really couldn't reasonably ask for them to sit much better than this.
USA can't do anything but sit and watch. They have to stay positive.
Now we just have to hope that
in case they do get that opportunity.
And it's going to be so hard to take from the American point of view, isn't it? If they do lose this rack, they'll reflect on everything they've done this day to try and get closer to Europe. But if Alcaide and Kaçi can finish this off here, the American team are going to be further behind at the end of day 2 than they were at the start of it. I have to say, it's a bit of an anticlimactic end to Sunday's play, if indeed that is to be the case.
Yeah, I don't expect anything less from Woodward, though. I think they'll regroup, come back firing tomorrow if they happen to lose this game. But it is a little heartbreaking for them. They had 4 open balls left to seal the deal. Now Europe looking to do the same with 3 balls left. Caught that a little fat, Michael.
Yeah, another brief moment of anxiety. It should be okay. And suddenly the American crowd believe it's just a window of hope for them. There is potential for it to go wrong from a European perspective here. So let's not mark down this point just yet.
It is deafening in here.
He's come through it well in testing circumstances. Europe have won all of the last 8 sessions of Mosconi Cup play over the last few years. And somehow they've ended up winning this one as well. Europe will take a 2-point lead into the 3rd day in their quest for a 5th successive Mosconi Cup victory. Woodward and Gorst are going to be absolutely sick about that. They had the chance to finish it off at 5-3. Well, they passed up that opportunity, and then the scratch off the break was so key to what happened in that deciding rack. Alcaide and Kaçi held it together to get over the line. They have won, and it's the European team who are dancing. A fun end, you have to say, to day 2 from an American point of view. They have done so well today and done so much to try to give themselves the best possible chance. Remember, no American team has won the Mosconi Cup after trailing at the end of the 2nd day for 27 years. That's the kind of history that Skyler Woodward and his team are going to be up against when they return to this arena for Monday's play. Europe then with the lead by 2 points. It's Europe 6, United States 4.